Welcome back to OTR. It's time now for the world-renowned and critically acclaimed OTR Roundtable. And joining us this morning, Democratic analyst Marianne Marsh and Republican analyst Rob Gregg. Great to see you guys. Happy Sunday morning.
Happy Sunday.
Morning.
I love the critically acclaimed. That was perfect.
And world-renowned, too.
Okay, you guys just heard Congresswoman Lori Trahan's take on that $5 billion tussle between Governor Baker and the House Speaker, Ron Mariano, and Senate President Karen Spilka. Knowing how long it takes for decisions to be made on Beacon Hill, and you both know very well, should Baker simply be trusted with the money at this point? Rob, go first.
Well, first of all, the Congresswoman's take was no take, right? She doesn't have an opinion on it. She wants Methuen to get money, but why shouldn't the governor distribute it like in the 49 other states? Only in Massachusetts could we be seeking to set up a more bureaucratic process to distribute emergency funds that were needed yesterday.
Marianne, is Rob right?
Look, I think the fact is the legislature should be involved. Our democracy demands it. It shouldn't be mutually exclusive to have the legislature involved and have quick decisions. So they need to do both. Involve the legislature, act quickly, do both, do your job.
It's a power grab. I mean, the governor's elected statewide. He can make statewide decisions in a way that the legislature can't.
In any other allocation of funds, budgetary funds or otherwise, the legislature is involved. If we think the pandemic is over and we're turning the corner, here we are. Put everybody involved. But they need to move quickly.
Item 2, in the city of Boston, dominating the headlines this week, Dennis White's attempts to reclaim his job as police commissioner. But Marianne, let me start with you. How much will this issue actually affect Kim Janey's campaign to stay in the mayor's office?
Yeah, everyone involved in this has been hurt in some way, shape, or form. But the only one on the ballot is Kim Janey. So she has two challenges. Number one, can she finally get rid of White, put in a new commissioner, and get through this summer where everyone's expecting crime to rise? And two, make sure that this episode does not become a metaphor for other activities and actions while she's in office. Either one of those fall by the wayside, it is unlikely Kim Janey stays in office.
Rob, what's your take? And then I want to expand on that a little bit. But Rob, what's your take on the Kim Janey issue?
I think she's caught in a maze on this. It's very difficult to navigate. For her not to seem to be part of the problem that she inherited here. She held a secret hearing this week on this issue and then refused to talk about it to the press afterwards and got short with the press for asking questions about it. So I think she's already being slowed down by this issue. She's probably going to have to deal with a buyout or some type of severance as well, and that's going to be hung on her as and potentially politically problematic.
The other person that's been affected by this, who is not even at City Hall anymore, is the former mayor, Marty Walsh. He released a statement denying that he knew anything about White's domestic problems, but he's yet to answer sort of extensive questions. Will his hope that this will all fade away, Marianne, actually come true?
Fade, maybe. Forgotten, no. And that's what's going to happen. I mean, every time there's a development in this story, Marty Walsh is going to get raised again, most likely. So unless and until there's some definitive disclaimer tying this up in one way or another that exonerates Marty Walsh, every time it comes up, it's a problem. Or if he ever wants to run for office again here, it will be raised again. So the sooner he comes on something like OTR and has an extensive interview about it and addresses some of these claims, the better off he'll be.
Rob, permanent stain, do you think?
Well, he could really use a national strike or some other kind of labor strife to change the subject here, because he is wearing it right now. And my advice would be to stay inside the Beltway and try and ride it out there and leave it to Kim Janey to clean up the mess he created.
The next issue is the Soldiers Home in Holyoke. A state employees union in contract talks with Governor Baker is running digital ads accusing him of personal responsibility for the Holyoke Soldier Home tragedies. In this, the first lob, and Rob, let me start with you. Is this the first lob in the 2022 gubernatorial campaign, or is it simply, and I don't mean simply because lives were lost, or is it simply a negotiating tactic?
This is just a stunt by the union, and I think a weak one at that. I mean, it's really a digital ad is like throwing a pebble at a tank. There's not a lot of impact on Charlie Baker. They're hoping to influence their contract negotiation, plain and simple.
Marianne?
Yeah, if they weren't having contract negotiations, they wouldn't be running the ads. So if it helps their negotiations, that's great. If it hurts Charlie Baker, they're fine with that too. But this is all about the contract.
Does this stick to the governor? I mean, this is still an issue, and it is a significant issue, Marianne.
I think developments like the story Kathy Curran did this week that shows there's still challenges out there regarding the care of the veterans in that home continues to be a challenge. I think the bulk of the harm to Charlie Baker has already happened, but it doesn't help if it continues to be raised.